Once published, the provisional voters' roll would enable registered voters to inspect it with a view to ensure that their details are captured correctly. This includes cross-checking personal information, constituencies in which they would be voting, and if they also detect cases of persons registered unlawfully, it would give them an opportunity to lodge objections to have such errors rectified in time. The Electoral Operations Director says the regional and local authority elections are very specific, and as a result, cross-checks on the provisional register would also be done by different political party representatives before the final register is prepared and gazetted. But that is not all.
We go out there in all the regions, we link up with Home Affairs officers, we check through their records to ensure that we are able to match all the records of persons who have been recorded as having been deceased, so that we are able to remove such persons from the registers.
Theo Muyoro adds that as officials at the election house gear themselves for the November voting after the supplementary registration concluded last month, they would still be using the same electronic voting machines, EVMs. These machines would then be displayed and unsealed in the presence of political party representatives and the police. Right now, these EVMs still contain the data of last year's presidential and National Assembly elections. Clearing would be done as from next week, after which the EC and officials would still carry out the first level checks and then reset the EVMs to this year's local authority elections. The resettings would also be done under the watch of representatives from the company which manufactured the EVMs.
You will have different political parties fielding candidates for all the 121 constituencies. In other words, the machines that will be deployed in all the 121 constituencies will have a different interface, because you have different set of candidates for each of the 121 constituencies. The similar approach will be taken in terms of the local authority elections.
Muyoro says the public can still have full confidence in the use of electronic voting machines to cast their votes, as the ECN had taken steps to do post-mortem reviews to ensure that challenges such as delays experienced during last year's elections are not repeated. Blanche Koreses for NBC News, Windhoek.